What is up, YouTube? What's your news?
Bad squirrel.
We will be bringing y'all a video today about the Briscoe brothers. As said before, I have the new up-to-date Briscoe. That has the younger Briscoe, and Chuck has the all the the Japan and all that. So,
Yeah.
which one of y'all wants to start?
Well, it's sad that, Jay passed, What y'all sad about that? It's horrible, man. One of the greats passed, man. It's messed up. Y'all understand? But yeah, I got a match where they was fighting Eddie Valentine and the Briscoe brothers against Trent Asset by himself. It was like a 3-on-1 thing. And, like, Valentine and the Briscoes is literally beating Trent's butt. Like, they're kicking this man's butt. Y'all understand?
Yeah, Trent's dead now.
Yeah.
He
R.I.P. Trent.
He was a
But
good wrestler.
Trent he pulls out the win on the Briscoes and Eddie Valentine, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like it was a good match. Like if y'all ain't got to go check it out.
Me personally, if y'all haven't seen the Briscoes fight on the farm when Jay and Mark Briscoe, the brothers, fight each other, they started out smacking each other in the face, and Mark tells them something. Boy, Mark gets up, and they just go at it, and then the next thing you know, they are going ham at it. Make a long story short, they go outside, they're fighting in the, on the farm and stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
And then all of a sudden, Jay grabs a piece of plywood, sets it out the tube thing, and starts to attack Mark. Mark headbutts Jay with the plywood, so they're over here fighting. And next thing you know, Mark grabs a ladder and sets it up on the RV and gets up there and starts yelling at Jay. And they're fighting up there, cussing each other.
Yeah.
Man, it winds up, y'all just got to check it out. It was brutal. It was bad. Jay winds up getting Mark in the back of the truck and everything. So, what do you got over here, Chubby Chipmunk?
Well, my personal memory of the Briscoes is that the first time I've seen them wrestle live was in July of 2003. It was them against the Amazing Red and AJ Styles for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship.
Ooh.
And I remember that match. Well, it was my first time seeing the Briscoes, but I was cheering for Amazing Red because I knew him personally, so I cheered for him and AJ Styles. I remember that match, and I noticed that the Briscoes, they were a great tag team. After that, they went on have success in Ring of Honor, Japan,
ZZW.
Yes, ZZW, yeah.
They've been all over. They've been in like GCW, CZW. They've been in ROH. Tony Khan couldn't get them in AEW, but they've been,
in my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
in ICW way back in the day, 2002, 2003, maybe. But,
I know they've been in House of Glory because they had those tag team titles as they held the Ring of Honor tag team titles.
They've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that the Briscoes, they first made their debut in 2000 for BJW in Japan?
I didn't know that.
That's what they
They
made.
also, when did they make their debut over here for CZW? Was it 2002?
2001. That was the first in 2001. And what a lot of people don't know is when they was in CZW, their manager was Dewey Donovan. If y'all don't know who that is, that was the agent's manager.
Dewey, the man Dewey. Alright, the FTRs and the Briscoes. Now that
Their debut in BJW, not 2000, 2002.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I knew something went on in 2002 that involved the Briscoes. Didn't one of them get hurt or something to that effect?
I think Jay got hurt for a while and was out for a couple months. So Mark was solo for about 4 or 5 months by himself in ZZW.
And also, like, I read this online, but I heard that when Ring of Honor got started, they were mostly in the Philadelphia area. Mark was like the youngest one, so he couldn't wrestle, so he was always the accompanying Jay for his match.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The Briscoe brothers basically made Ring of Honor.
Yes.
And the owner, the actual man who made ROH, has said it multiple times. We wouldn't be anything without the Briscoes. So you got to thank the Briscoes for that. Now, that FTR versus the Briscoes dog collar match part 3, it was 1 point. It's on YouTube. Check it out if you haven't already. I have notes on it. I can cover that real quick.
Yes.
Basically, FTR beats the Briscoes twice before, so this is the third time looking up. Cash Wheeler and Scott Dawson, theirs make up FTR. Mark and Jay make up the Briscoes.
Yes.
Briscoes has held the title 12 times before.
Yes.
So before winning this match here, they held it 12 times. They won, made it 13.
Yeah.
Now, when it starts, and the match starts off like a tug of war, like each of them's.
Oh yeah.
And then the big points for me was when Jay and Hardwood's on the outside of the ring fighting, going up by the fans. Like they're in the the fans part, they're just going at it. And then you got Mark and Wheeler who are still fighting, and then they decide to climb up near the entrance.
Oh yeah.
It was. You just got to check it out.
I enjoyed that about the Briscoe brothers. They go that lucha libre style a lot. Like, for people their size, like, they can do it really well. I noticed that.
And then I like the part where Wheeler catches Mark not looking and yanks him down by the chain and starts pulling him up in the corner. So, like, there's one part in the match where he gets choked, like, hanging with this chain. Like, he's a... I don't want to say a wild dog, because that's not even a word for it. Like, I mean, just aggressively. And I'm like, oh, no, that's some... Basically, by the end of it, it was blood for blood. I mean, it wasn't something I was expecting to see. And then Hardwood puts Mark on his shoulders, and Wheeler climbs to the top and jumps off onto Mark. The Briscoes are busted wide open by this time. I mean, both of them's just blood for blood.
Oh, yeah.
And then, it just keeps going on. Hardwood is beating Jay. The ref gets in the middle, and Hardwood swings and busts the referee open. So when Hardwood goes to hit Jay, Jay actually misses, and he gets the ref and splits this referee's forehead wide open. Like, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Have you seen that, Chubby Chipmunk?
I've saw it. Kudo, yeah.
And then they go in a fist fight ring. They go, blood for blood. Basically, who wins that was Jay. The Briscoe brothers win. Jay and Mark Briscoe wins. So.
They also fought against another good team back. SAT, if any of y'all ever heard of them.
I was.
He was talking about Ray. Yeah. Like, I covered the match when they were fighting SAT in 2001. And like I said, they've always had those lucha libre moves. Like, that amazes me how they are able to do that, being their size and being the way they are.
I mean, with that being said, I've always liked the Briscoes. They actually tried it in WWE, but some stuff went south. I've seen a video on that.
Yeah,
but I actually have. There's a picture on Facebook of the last picture that the brothers took before Jay passed away.
Oh yeah, I've seen that picture.
They bought a new hat or something.
And that GCW Paranoid was on point too. April 9th, 2022. It was the Briscoes versus Effie and Alley Catch.
Oh yeah.
And, so they basically they link up in the ring, and like normal, Mark and Effie link up in the ring. Effie takes control of the match. Effie throws Mark into the corner and then puts his body weight on him. That's like Effie's thing. He just throws his body around on you. I mean, no hate towards Effie. Effie's a good wrestler.
Effie's good.
I like Effie because he's something different than you see on your everyday wrestling. And Effie gives no fucking what. Effie's like...
You guys remember like Adrian Adonis?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Adrian Adonis. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, that's what his gimmick reminds me of.
Oh, yeah.
Effie, I'd like to see Effie from GCW team up with the Body for XPW.
I think that would be a good matchup.
I mean, no hate. Effie's, I guess you would sort of say, not trying to offend anybody, but gay or whatever, and the Body has his persona or whatever, so you could do like an old young, like how like back in the day it was kind of against the rules in wrestling, unspoken or whatever.
Like,
so you
like Pride character. Do you guys remember the Christopher Street connection back in the day for Ring of
yeah,
Honor?
yeah. So you can do like
Muffy and Mace and Buffy, I think.
Heck yeah.
So Mark gets Mark gets a table from under the ring. The Briscoe sets up a door on 2 chairs. So basically, they make a bridge, a chair bridge.
Yeah,
they
chair
start feeding Alley Catch and Effie, then grab 2 more chairs and a door, making on top of that another door bridge. And Mark has to set the door up by himself because Alley raises up and attacks them. So Mark's finished setting up the door bridge by himself while Jay's over there pounding on Alley Catch's head, obviously. They get it halfway fixed, and then Effie and Jay get on the ring apron while Mark climbs to the top rope. That's their thing. They're like, one brother's over here. It's normally Jay's fighting, and then Mark normally climbs to the top rope.
Oh, yeah.
Jay picks up Effie, and Effie reverses it. Well, he picks up Effie on his shoulders. Effie fakes his way out and reverses it, and then throws Jay down first onto the bridge door, and then Mark. Now, that was good. That wasn't my favorite match. And the match goes on for a little bit. Allie goes from Mark to Jay doing cannonballs. Now, that was pretty good when she was bouncing around on each of them, not even getting one of them a chance, really. But Mark gets a chair and sets it up close to the corner. And he uses it as a springboard while Jay kicks her in the face. So, basically, to sum it up the match, Jay goes for the Joey Driller and goes for the pin, but there's no ref. Mark Briscoe done knocked out the referee by accident. So, Mark grabs 2 chairs and then throws one at his brother Jay. And then they start knocking the hell out of Ella Catch with it, really. And then second gear crew comes in. I didn't expect it. And knocks the shit out of the Briscoes. Basically, they go and they attack. Basically, they ambush the Briscoes, if you understand what I'm saying. And then Allie does a power driver and wins the belts for the. And it was something, I liked it. It was, I was kind of disappointed. I was expecting more of a longer match. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting the match to end like the way that it did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, cool.
One of my favorite matches from the Briscoe brothers is the Art of War, when it was the 5 tag team champion, 5 for the belt.
That match was awesome.
Didn't win the belt. The Mega Bastards won that belt, but it was still worth checking it out. What's y'all's favorite?
My personal favorite match of Jay Briscoe was a New Japan Pro Wrestling when they had the tag team title match against the Guerrillas of Destiny, Tonga and Tangaloa. That was a great match because that's when the Briscoes won the tag team titles from them.
Oh, that's good.
What's your favorite?
My favorite would have to be when they win the first set of tag team titles in CZW against Gage and Nate Hatred.
So,
because they've been fighting them for months trying to get the titles, and every time they won, Gage and them won. Then that day they won the belts.
So if y'all want more history on the Briscoes, let us know. We will definitely bring out more.
Yes.
We have to cover the Sakuda and Neil Diamond Cutter. We need to talk about. It'll get talked about more, but the highlights, the point where Neil gets a metal skewer through his nose, through his mouth.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out, it's on
IWTV. Check it out.
Yeah.
And the point that about it was the point that really won me over is when they traded each other's masks.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too, cuz I like that part. Like, it was like major respect.
And another thing that we will be covering most definitely is that Manders and that Kirk match. That was kind of.
And we can't forget. And we can't forget, Neil called out Jun Kasai.
Yes, that squirrel. He did call out Jun Kasai. So what y'all think's going to happen there, Chubby Chipmunk?
I think this year we're going to see No Diamond Cutter make his grand debut for Freedoms.
Ah, shit.
I think like Team have like a couple of tag matches like Jim Casino, but I don't know who's his partner gonna be. Maybe Drew Parker or Violento Jack, but it'll be.
Oh yeah, I like Violento Jack. I've seen a couple of his matches. I like them.
But we will definitely be bringing back with more, and this is all of it. Thank y'all. Skinny Moose is off.
That squirrel's off.
Chubby Chipmunk, you have a good one.